We'll have a lyrac, please. Yeah. Save ourselves some money.
Bye, bitch.
Making it rain.
Bottoms up.
Right, lyrac, please.
No, well, I live in fear. I live in fear.
I live in Monte Carlo.
You could go as a dishwasher.
Dishwasher, yeah.
A couple of benders in your hair.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Alan with a couple of benders. Wouldn't be the first time. Hello and welcome to Bottoms Up, the weekly wine show with me, Alan Carr, and Lee Peart.
Yeah, we're like a bad hangover. We're lingering longer than anyone ever expected.
And we make you feel sick.
Well, we always start, as you know, with a welcome drink. And Alan, you've brought it today. I'm going to say what it is. It's MOTH Tinned.
Well, yeah, and we call these journey juice.
We do.
Don't we, Lee? Whenever we go on a journey, we always pack a few MOTH.
Yeah.
And and this is a new one, isn't it? Mango margarita.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, I've been having these actually for a while, and I'm glad you bought these, but these are the two new flavours that they've released. Do you know what MOTH stands for? A lot of people don't know this.
What?
Mix of total happiness. A lot of people don't know that. Because I said to someone once, I was like, oh, yeah, MOTH. He went, what's MOTH? MOTH? Why is it called MOTH? Mix of total happiness. Now, these are actually...
Your friend, MOTH, you sound like you've got anger issues.
Yeah.
MOTH, what's it called MOTH?
I was visiting him in prison. So...
Was you dropping him off for MOTH?
I was like, you need a strawberry daiquiri.
Distract the security man.
There you go. Have that with your dinner.
That on D-Wing. Can I just say I had the weirdest thing happen to me I woke up, I thought I'd wet the bed.
Right.
But my dog had chewed through my hot water bottle.
Oh, no. Hasn't she done that before?
No, never done a hot water bottle.
You love a hot water bottle. It's such a surprise fact about
Even when it's a hot day. Well, I like to just get in bed.
Do you like to, snuggle up
I like to
with
put it and then I draw, a man's face on it.
Oh.
What? Now I'm the weirdo?
Do you put, little outfit on him?
Yes.
Pajamas, or do you like it to be naked?
And he's always hot. Because he's a hot water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I woke up and, oh, Alan, you haven't.
Not again.
Not again. 6th time this week. And then I felt the damn, and I went, that's not urine. And it was water.
Right.
And the dog, while he was asleep, had chewed through it. Now, I could have been scolded.
You could have been if it was later. It was clearly later in the night. It could have been you.
But chewed it.
She could have chewed. Did you ever?
I could have chewed the whole, my teeth aren't that big.
No, I meant the dog could have chewed through you. That's quite dark.
Yeah, let's start with a little bit of mauling. Mauling and MOTH. The two
M&Ms. No, I want to ask, where are the glasses?
Oh, no, and can I say something else as well?
Go on.
I'm pissed off. I went on Instagram. Someone's tagged me up to a picture of a dog shit.
What do you mean?
You know when you get, notices to say you've been mentioned in a post?
Oh, and they've tagged you.
Pile of dog poo at Alan Carr. Why would you do that?
Well, there's two things here. Either they're saying that you are shit.
Yeah.
Or did someone not pick up their poo? Did someone not pick up their dog poo? I'm just saying, and I
always pick up my
You
poo.
always do, but
You've
maybe
seen me.
I have, but maybe someone's trying to insinuate that you've just twaddled off.
Do you know what? In the bits of poo, there was hot water bottle. I'm right. No.
You are good.
I know this is just...
That is worse than, criminal activity for you. You would never do such.
Never.
Yeah.
Even when the dog poos all the way over there, I walk straight over and I pick it up.
Yeah.
But if it's a runny one, I don't, but I make the big fuss. And it's there. Ha! For someone to tread in.
Well, that's great to know. So let's...
There's something that isn't shit is MOTH.
Nice segue.
Thanks, babe.
Why haven't you bought a glass? I'm going to get a glass for mine.
Because you do love journey juice, and I think I've mentioned this before, but do you remember when you went, oh, we need to pack some journey juice, and we were only going 4 stops on the tube?
Well, I quite like it.
I know the Circle Line can be boring. It goes round and round. What's the point of Edgware Road? Knock it down.
What's the point of...
Edgware Road.
Why?
It's not even a circle, it stops.
All right, well, this isn't time to get off your chest the qualms of TFL. So you can, the good thing about MOTH is they make these with premium ingredients, so it is really nice. And it's kind of bar quality. So if you're not very good at, well, did you want it from the can?
What a team player. You're all right, Jack.
So, cheers.
So what have you got?
No, what I'm
I've
demonstrating
got the
here
same.
is because what you've got here is you've got them in your canned tin cocktails there. But if you're at home, you want to make a quick cocktail, but you don't want to do all the kind of faff of it, pop a, garnish. If you've got a little garnish in that, ice cubes, perfect. Now, listen, I want to talk to you about Coachella. Have you ever been?
No.
Oh, you strike me as someone who might have done a bit of Coachella.
Really?
Is it hard to go to? Is it like, I don't really get it.
I've performed the English festivals, the British ones,
Yeah,
Leeds and Reading. I mean,
I
is
did
carnage.
that.
The first time I did it, I go on stage like that, and then in the other, because you're competing with the other stage, on the other stage I heard da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, Sex on Fire.
Oh.
Everyone got up and ran out, and it was just me there with two stoned people. No one wanted, they just ran off.
Well, I had the opposite at, I think it was Reading Festival. I was on there ready to go on. I was like, well, there's no one here. There was no one in the tent. As I was just coming on, starts pissing it down with rain. Everyone, as I literally walked on, everyone ran in. In my head, I made out it's because they'd heard Here's Lee Peart, and they were like, we must.
Quick,
I was like, whoa, my sex is on fire. It was the perfect. I hate festivals, though. I hate them. I hate going to them. I hate performing at them. I hate them.
Why do you hate them?
Festivals to me are your Edgware Road. I want them gone.
Yes. The sooner they knock down Edgware Road, the better.
They've never been for me. My dad is such a cool dad. He would go to Glastonbury every year.
My mum and dad would never go to Glastonbury.
My dad went
Does he wear
every year.
sandals?
I don't know. I didn't check his suitcase before he went.
No, is he quite hippie, your dad?
No, he's not. He's not hippie at all.
Got dreads.
No, years ago, I remember my dad saying to me, he was so into his music, and he said to me, I must have been about 15, 14 at the time. He said, oh, mate, I've got this new band that I want you to listen to. I think they're going to be, massive. I saw them performing in Sheffield. I said, what are they called? He said, Coldplay. I said, Coldplay. I said, what a stupid name for a band.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
never catch on.
Yeah.
But I remember him saying Coldplay, and he was really
wow,
into it.
that's
so it's quite
amazing.
new. I'm not massively into my music. Unless it's in a musical.
I went to Glastonbury to see my good friend Adele, but I don't like to talk about that.
Have a drink every time he mentions it.
And thank you. And yeah, I did get quite trashed. I'm just
Did
going to
you?
say, yeah, there's a photo of me in the Daily Mail with a footprint on my hat. So I must have fallen over and someone's trodden on me.
Oh, no.
That's awful. Why would you do that?
Can we find that photo? It must be on
And the headline was,
Getty Images.
"You okay? Are you okay?"
Oh, no.
I know.
Was she amazing?
She
I
was
would have liked to have
amazing.
seen her at Glastonbury. I saw Adele at Hyde Park.
I saw Barbara Streisand there, and she was reading all off an auto cue.
Oh, but she's Barbara Streisand. When do you get to the point where you can just do things?
I know. You know you've lost it when you are reading from an auto cue. So, what have you been up to, Lee?
Well, I'll tell you what I've been up to.
What?
I've been gigging, and some certain someone turned up at my gig unannounced.
I know. And you didn't let me in.
I said, no room at the end, we're full.
No.
So I host a night every month in Brighton.
Down the hatch.
Down the hatch at Brighton Comedia. And you came and did it. And you know what? Do you know what people won't realise? You were so nervous. It was good to see you vulnerable. It was good to see you weak. Because I'm sat in the dressing room with all the other acts, okay? And I do it monthly, so I'm a bit giddy. I'm enjoying
And they
life.
love you. When you go on stage, they all cheer and all that.
Yeah, 'cause it's quite-
God knows why.
It's a regular crowd. And Alan sat there kind of rocking, like I've been not in a bad way, but like, you know, a bit quieter than
like a cigarette.
quieter.
I was nervous.
No, I know, and it was quite endearing because I thought, oh, it's good that you get nervous, and I think it is. Like people would assume you'd be, you know, walking through. No, you were a bit.
I always get nervous before I go on.
No, I know, and so then I introduced you. I was a little bit because it was unannounced, and I said we've got a new. We like new comedians to come on, and you know, we like to give them a chance. So I said, could you give a drum roll, please? And it was Easter weekend, so it was packed.
Yeah.
And there's such a lovely crowd. And I said, please welcome Alan Carr. And I got a bit emotional. I like the reaction was amazing. Because at first they were like, who? As in like...
Because you were going, oh, he's new to comedy.
Yeah,
he's just trying out some stuff. I mean, give him a chance. We've all got to start somewhere. And I'm like behind the curtain going, what the fuck?
And then, the crowd went wild. And it was great, gearing up for your tour.
Well, what people don't understand is when you go on a stand-up tour, you've got to try the material out. So I do just pop up here, there and everywhere and just do like 10, 20 minutes just to see if it works and then add that to the pot. So thank you for having me. It was great. It gave me an ego boost.
Yeah, well, it should have. People will. And that's the thing, because with a comedy club like Comedia, it's set for comedy. This is going back to festivals. Comedia has a low ceiling. I think people, right, I'm going to say this now, you'll know this. People think, oh, I want to do a comedy night. I'll just pop a microphone there, do that. Yeah, great. The room has to be great. The lighting, blah, 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 blah. Comedia's like that. Low ceiling, everyone's packed in, great atmosphere. At a festival, the sound just goes, doesn't it?
And then if you die on your ass at a festival, people go, oh, Alan, the laughter went up. The laughter went up. That's why you couldn't hear it. It goes up.
Yeah.
Really? What?
Just blame Kings of Leon.
Yeah, I watched something last night, and have you ever noticed, you know that fairy washing up liquid advert? Have you seen the baby? It's a punk. The baby's got a purple Mohican.
Oh, really?
Has anyone else noticed that? Yeah. Why? It's weird.
Are we still doing the podcast?
No. No, it just came. It came to me. I was watching it. I went, I don't really normally watch the adverts, but then it's a punk baby for fairy washing up liquid. It's so weird.
It's headlining Glastonbury next year.
That weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, do you use fairy, the washing up thing?
No, I don't think I do, because I feel like it's a personal attack because people used to call me a fairy.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want to get triggered every time I'm doing my dishes.
Do you remember? Do you remember those curlers called benders?
No.
Well, I'm older than you. What about me? In the 80s, benders. Yeah, you put them in your hair. Women did, and it curled your hair. Benders. I thought, great.
Well, why were you wearing them?
I won't. To the bullies, here's a stick. Beat me with it.
Well, I remember someone telling
Imagine someone going, benders, thank you.
Well, my friend told me this is quite awful. My friend told me that her mum gave her advice that she was being bullied. Say, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. She said that. I said, did it work? She said, they threw a brick at me.
Oh, no.
It was like, she'd inspired them. Your words mean nothing.
God.
Sticks and stones. They went, poof.
Oh,
it's awful.
Thing.
Yeah. But you talking of washing up. I was doing an event the other day, and I was asking people questions, all right?
Because I do like a bit of housework.
Well, I know, and we were chatting about this, weren't we? And I was asking them, it was for Kinky Boots, we talked about this. I was saying, if mundane tasks were a kink, what would yours be? What would...
Turn me on.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, get you going. What do you love doing that is so mundane?
I love loading the dishwasher. I hate unloading it.
Yes.
You pull it down, your heart sinks, everything's clean, you got to go and open the cupboard. Oh.
Yeah. And
First world problem.
I hate the knife and forks. Hate taking them out. I can do everything else, but...
I like the little the little basket it comes in. I think if I was ever invited to the Met Gala,
I was just thinking the same thing.
I would have that.
You could go as a dishwasher.
A dishwasher, yeah.
A couple of benders in your hair.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Alan with a couple of benders. Wouldn't be the first time.
I also like, this is like mundane task. I'm going to be a little bit smug now. I've already done my tax return.
Well, I don't pay tax. I live in the Cayman Islands. So,
Okay.
Who's the idiot now?
I'll tell you.
Did you catch that? Cayman Islands.
I'll tell you who the idiot now is. You, when the Daily Mail put that out as a headline.
Taxes for the little people. I pay my tax.
It is a joke.
God, of course it's a joke.
I know, well, I live in fear. I live in
Monte Carlo.
Bottoms up.
This segment is brought to you by Tilda Rice. Lee, cooking, it can be so stressful, especially with me. And we're spoiled on Bottoms Up because we have the lovely chef. He brings us the perfect pairing and that food is delicious. I get home, I open my cupboard, I get my saucepan out, I get the recipe book.
I know.
And it just doesn't compare. It's depressing. What am I doing wrong?
Well, I think we're very much the same in this realm, but I've found a solution, all right? It's Tilda, because they make it super, super easy. They have a rice for pretty much every occasion. Whatever you're craving that day or that night, you can perfectly pair it, all right? Today, we have the spicy Mexican chicken bowl pairing with Tilda's spicy Mexican rice. This looks, can I just say as well, this looks very nutritious. I'm going to get a load of that rice there, pop it in, see how you feel with this.
We've been to Mexico.
We love Mexico. So
I love
this is why.
Mexican food. I love rice.
The thing is with rice as well, I feel, because I'm back on the gym bandwagon, and rice for me, after, if I go home, I've done the gym, I want to do something quick, I want to do something easy, and I want to do something tasty as well. And it makes me, it makes me feel good about myself. Tilda just make it as super simple as possible, all right? Yeah. So you could do like a little fake away at home, couldn't you?
A fake away? What's that?
A fake takeaway. Do you not know this?
So what do you do? Put it on your own doormat?
Yeah.
You ring your doorbell.
Run round. Leave yourself a tip.
Oh, how's that got here?
And you've got your staple ingredient, your chicken, let's say, all right? That can change, the dish can change depending on what Tilda rice you choose. So we've got the spicy Mexican rice if you want. We do the sticky rice, that might change it.
Jerk chicken, Thai green curry.
Exactly. And this is what's going to clinch it already in 2 minutes. Easy, simple, delicious.
But also, once you've got it in your cupboard, you can have it with anything. You can have a tuna poke bowl, you can have chicken katsu curry, you can have Thai curry, you can have jerk chicken, you can have anything when you've got rice in.
And another fact for you, Tilda's pure basmati rice, its fragrant jasmine rice, the pure brown coconut and pilau steamed rice have all won the Great Taste Award.
So whether it's a quick lunch or an easy dinner...
Or, like I said, a fake away at home, we should put care into every meal. And Tilda is the perfect pairing to do just that.
Less guesswork, more flavour. I love it.
Live like you mean it with Tilda Rice.
Oh, bottoms up. Joining us today is a man who is living proof. You don't need fancy qualifications to talk about wine. He started off as a complete novice and now he's got a book out. Ooh, get him. It's Liam, the Wine Wally.
No. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Liam.
Why are you calling yourself a Wally for?
Well, I was a bit of a Wally back in the day, and I still claim to not be an expert. I don't think I would ever want to position myself as a wine expert. I think the fun in learning about wine is not knowing everything.
So you started in 2020, right?
Yes. COVID, obviously, everybody was sat around twiddling their thumbs a little bit. I like to drink wine, but I decided to kind of begin my journey then. So what are we now, 6 years ago?
And what I will say is, people don't know this, but we've had wine experts on, including yourself. Thank you for being here. But you're unique in the sense that you're 100% self-taught.
But yes, I don't have any wine qualifications. I basically, began this journey 6 years ago, stood in the wine aisle like everybody else does, staring blankly at the wine wall.
Yes, that's like
hundreds
us.
of bottles staring back at you, not really knowing what to pick. And then eventually, probably do what most people do, grab like something on offer or something that you really, you vaguely recognize, dart out the door, job done, kind of forget about it until the next time. So yeah, I began obviously at that place, but then as time went on, I wanted to branch out a little bit. So I started trying a few different wines, trying to spend a bit more. But I just found that, picking a nice label or spending a bit more, I was still having wine fails. It wasn't giving me anything that I was kind of like wanting. So
it's true, isn't it? You go, oh, I'm going to spend a little bit more. It still doesn't mean it's good.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's like the common misconception, is it? That's what I thought at the beginning.
Yeah.
You think, do you know what? I'll spend an extra £5. That's going to be really good. And you try it, and maybe it's your expectation. Maybe it's the wine isn't actually very good. You try it, and it didn't really hit.
Or it's your own preference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think after a while, I just reached a weird point where I was like, I'm going to go looking for some drink inspiration. So at the time, I went to Instagram.
Yeah.
And Reels didn't exist then. So, it was like pictures, and there weren't really very many recognizable bottles. It was just pictures of really fancy labels. I didn't really understand what anything was. And so I bought my first wine book, which was the Wine Folly, and it's like this beginner's guide
Rhymes
to
with
wine.
Wally.
It does. Maybe I got subconsciously must have been
my
inspired
God.
by it.
The Wine Wally picked up a copy of Folly.
That's it. The Wine Wally began
Good
with the
golly.
Wine Folly. Good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah.
So you've now got like a seat at the table. You've taught yourself, you've kind of established yourself. Have you, be honest now, have you been at maybe events with a load of people with the qualifications? Because I've met actors before who get a little bit snobby over people who haven't been to drama school. They haven't trained. Have you encountered people who are a little bit like, who are you? Waltzing in here, wallying in here.
Yeah. With your orange hat.
With the orange hat, I know, yeah. I'm going to be honest, I would say that 90% of my interactions have been amazing.
So tell us about the 10%.
10%. Come on, who's the arseholes? Come on, who's
Come on,
the
name
arsehole?
and shame.
Come on.
I think what happened is when I first started doing the Wine Wally, nobody really went to Instagram to talk about supermarket wines, and definitely never spoke about it in the sense of like, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
Yes.
Let me make a fool out of myself and post about it. But obviously, as Reels came about and people got a bit more interested, and supermarkets began to invite the influencers to the wine tastings, the supermarket wine tastings, which used to be reserved for the press only. So you'd have people from all the major newspapers and the wine,
It's funny that's like in our business as well, isn't it? You're more likely to get interviewed by an influencer and stuff, because they do have
And do you not call yourself a vinfluencer?
Influencer, yeah.
Is that
I have been known, yes, I have been known, yeah.
Nice.
great.
Yeah. Or wine communicator, as like the some people like to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
We love a pun. We want to get a chicanter. Have you seen that? It's like
What's
a
that?
decanter, but it's in the shape of a woman's reproductive organs.
no, I've not seen it.
We saw we're going to get one. What? Don't make out you sent the link to me. Don't make out I'm a pervert. What is this you're talking about? You sent me the link. It's chicanter. It's like
Yeah.
decanter, because you like a pun, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicanter.
Chicanter.
Yeah.
Should we get one? Let's get one
it's
for
a
the
uterus.
show. So Bank Holiday Monday's coming.
Yes.
3 days. Some people might drink on the Monday or the Saturday or the Sunday. What should they be popping in the basket?
I think for me, I always look for wines that are either, dupes of favourites, so they're kind of giving the signals away on the label, or they are wines that are near famous places, but
Like
aren't-
Lirac and Chateauneuf-du-Pape.
You-
Languedoc and
Yes.
Côte.
We had one of
Yes.
those the other day, didn't
Yes.
we? We were so proud. We were at the
We
restaurant
were.
and we went, we'll have a Lirac, please. Didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Save
feel that
ourselves some money.
Bye, bitch.
Bye. Making it rain.
Bottoms up.
Right, Lirac, please. And the money we saved, we bought another bottle. Ha! Yeah. Who's stupid now?
Wrote the next day off.
Yeah. because we were sick.
So go on, bank holiday.
But how good did you feel when you did order it? Did you feel?
felt
Did you feel like
great.
I'm a bit of a ledge?
But this is the whole point
Yeah.
of this podcast. We felt like we'd cracked the code.
Yes.
that's it.
And I think you're
We're like
one
Bletchley Park.
You're one of
Yeah.
us. Yeah, you're
Yes.
one of us because
Yeah.
we started complete novices.
Yeah.
You're obviously ahead of us in terms of your knowledge.
Yeah.
But it's about making it accessible and not making it as,
Yes.
you know, snobby or a bit snooty. The 10% who are
Yes.
going like, ugh.
I think for me, what you guys are doing is the best way to learn. Just saying, because
Yeah.
I think that. You know, don't get me wrong, the qualifications and all that are great. And I know loads of people now that have got all those qualifications. They're amazing people. But I think that, you know, learning as you're going along, trying to break it down. And for me, I'm still quite lazy when it comes to buying wine now. So I will learn about something when I want to drink it, or it's like, you know, something that's interesting to me. And I think that's the best way to learn, because then you learn about it in a way that you want to do it. And then over time, you start to kind of, you know, fall down the rabbit hole a little bit, and you pick up the knowledge naturally rather than like trying to sit down and be taught this is wine. You know, so I think the way you guys are doing it is great.
So what are we having today? What are we going for?
Okay.
Because I'm parched.
Yes, me too. So today I want to try and give you 2 things to take away that will change the way you think about wine when you stood in the wine aisle.
Oh.
And the way that you taste wine when you've got the wine at home. So this is all stuff that I've basically learned from the experts or read in books or tested out and tried out myself. But I'm trying to give it out as like a simplified version, the Wally-proof version, if you like, because this is how I like to think about wine. And so what we're going to do is first of all, we're going to look at how place can impact how a wine tastes. Because one of the big kind of like awakenings that I had was like, where a wine comes from makes a big difference to how it's going to taste, right? So
yeah,
I think you might have done like New World, Old World already.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Soil, chalk, isn't it?
Well, we're not doing that.
No.
No way.
We
So
did New World and Old World with Helena Nicken, I believe.
Yes, yeah. So that's a really good like theory, and like this is kind of along that sorts of lines. But basically, the idea is that when you get a wine from a cool place or a wine from a warm place, it's going to taste different because of how that climate impacts how the wine grows, right? And the best thing about it is you don't need any qualifications to kind of work out how that wine's going to taste. And the reason why I love this hack is that basically you can go into the supermarket and look at wines and kind of make an educated guess as to how it's going to taste just by thinking about
This
where
is
in the world
great.
it comes from. All right?
Yeah, because actually as well, you don't have to get your phone out and start because I was Googling the other day in the wine aisle. I was looking for, but actually if you can just look at the bottle and go, it's quite a flex, isn't it? If you're in the wine aisle going, this one.
Exactly, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to like look at 2 extreme examples. So we've got a wine that comes from a cool climate and a wine that comes from a warm climate. So this is a Italian Pinot Grigio, and this is a Australian Pinot Grigio.
Right.
Now, this theory is kind of, on a broad spectrum, it kind of works because Australia is in general warm and Italy is in general cooler than each other. But you do have to remember that like when you're thinking about countries, like there are cooling influences, and these are all clues that you can look for on the label, or warming influences. So if you look at Australia, for example, you know, if you start to see words on the label like near the sea, at altitude or up a mountain, or, you know, there are breezes or winds, that's often the winemaker trying to tell you that there's a cooling influence on the wine, even if it's a hot country, and that the wine is going to taste brighter, fresher.
Why? So are you saying that if it is in a cooler climate, it will taste brighter and fresher generally?
Yeah, so on the whole, wines that come from cooler areas are brighter and fresher. So they're more zippy because the grapes ripen slower, the freshness is retained into the grapes. And so when you're looking for wines, if you like a wine like a cool climate Pinot Grigio, there's a very high chance that you're going to like other wines that aren't Pinot Grigio but come from cooler climates. And all you have to do is kind of think about where in the world the wine comes from. The easiest hack to do it, I always think of, is the equator and how far away that place is in general from the equator.
So if you see an Antarctica wine, you're going to be really
very
excited.
zippy.
If there's a penguin on the label, forget it.
Yeah. So should we...
Piss penguin.
So what I was going to get you... So to show you guys here, have a quick look at the wine labels just to like see if there are any clues on there.
Oh, I like this. It's like a murder mystery. All
And then what
right.
we're going to do is we're going to blind the bottles and we're going to predict which wine was the warm one and which wine was the cool one, and then see whether we got it right.
Tempered by Adriatic breezes.
There you go.
And this is, well, I know this is similar to Italian styles, it says. So is
Okay.
it Italian?
Sometimes what you find is if they don't put any clues on there,
Oh, wait, it is from Australia, this one.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Third generation brother and sister.
Southeastern Australia.
yeah. So I would
Suitable for vegans. That's interesting.
Yeah. Widely recycled. Yeah. Very strange.
what I was going to say is like, if you're looking at a bottle of wine from Southeast Australia, my assumption would be that warm climate, and because they've not put anything on there to say that it's cool, it's probably going to be fruity.
So we're thinking this is warm, that's cool. So by that prediction, we are going to like this one more.
Is that what you like? Brighter, fresher wines?
Definitely. A bit of
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Wow, wow.
Yeah,
So
that's the technical
Yeah.
term.
so what we're going to do, let's test the wines and see whether we can pick out the bright and fresh or the fruity and round. So these are like the flavour families. that
So
the
are we
wines
going to drink these blindfolded?
I'm going to put them into my handy blind bags.
Okay, so we'll close our eyes.
Oh, I thought they were. Sorry, I thought you were going to put them over our head like we were like
On
hostages or something.
Celebrity SAS.
I know. I thought, but my head would never. I've got quite a big head.
All right, so we're not going to look, right?
Right, so you guys hide your eyes and I will put these in here.
So, yeah, we like the lighter ones, don't we? So that's technically
What
the
wines
cooler
do you
ones.
like? What white wines do you like?
I like Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
I like Picpoul de Panay.
I can't stand it when it's clacky.
Yeah. I like... What else do I like? I like a Sancerre.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
that's posh.
I like...
Gavi de Gavi. That's
love
another
a Gavi
posh
de
one, but they're
Gavi.
not very relatable wines, are they?
Well, no, but you can get them for a decent price.
Echo Falls, I like that.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Can I take them off?
You can do it now, yeah. Right,
Okay.
ready? So
I like this bag.
should we do, I just got them the other day.
Yeah,
Quite
nice.
snazzy, aren't they? So we'll all have a little taste of this one.
I think you should get bags that go with your hat colour.
Little orange ones.
Of Sainsbury's.
Right then. Okay, so let's try
Just
this.
ignore
now,
him, honestly.
what we're gonna
If you let him ride it out, he'll give up.
now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the flavors, but we're not gonna do like really elaborate tasting notes. No, what we're trying to think about is like things like that you might see on a wine label, right? So things like bright, fresh, zippy, Adriatic breezes, whatever it might be. But just looking for words or feelings around the wine when you try it. So give it a go.
Wine's a bit like therapy, isn't it?
Yeah. In what sense?
Well, it helps me out sometimes when I've had a bad day.
It listens to you.
It's always there for me.
What are you getting then, boys? What are you picking up? Would you say it's fruity and round, or is it bright and fresh?
I don't love that, Fruity and what were you looking for? Fruity and round or light and fresh? That's
Yeah.
not light. That, I'm going to predict right now, is from the warm climate.
Okay.
Burra.
Straight
I
in.
think it's like Burra. Is it Burra? Like, well, am I talking like I'm an extra on Coronation Street?
Maybe we should try the
Burra,
other wine.
Burra.
Try the other one, let me
We'll
see.
do it side by side
Yeah,
before we make
That's
it.
a good idea. Let's
Yeah.
not, yeah. But
Okay.
that, yeah, it's a bit.
It's quite nutty.
I don't think that's
Do you know,
light.
like that?
I don't think that's light.
That's going to give me a gale force hangover. I can tell you that for nothing.
Okay, well, let's try the other one and see how this compares.
Oh, neck it.
get down, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so
Considering I hated it, I did quite enjoy necking it. I hate that.
Okay. Oh, but that's interesting because I'm getting a little bit of a stronger smell from this.
A bit more of a bouquet. So
What
what
are
do you
you
think to this
getting?
one? This one smells a bit more lively, I think.
Oh, this is lighter. That's lighter.
Let me carry on.
You're
Don't want
sure?
to run before I can walk.
What are you thinking?
That's lighter and brighter.
Lighter and brighter.
Well, I don't know if it's lighter, but it's certainly nicer.
Yes.
That's what I will say. But yeah, I think that one's the lighter
It's
one.
definitely brighter,
That's
though.
the
Does it makes your mouth pop?
Makes it like water
So
a little bit,
that,
doesn't
what
it?
I'm going to predict is from the cooler Adriatic one.
Yes.
the
I think it's
Italian.
that Italian family.
You think
What's
it's
it called?
Italian?
Ario and what's she called? The Ario. The third generation boy and girl. Is it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
So I think the first one, I
The
don't
one
know.
you could recycle the bottle, that one.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think the first, I don't know, the first one was like, it had a bit more like, I thought the first one was fruitier, rounder, had a bit more like riper fruit flavours. That's how you tend to think of it, like tropical fruit flavours. Whereas this one, it feels a little bit zestier, my mouth's watering a little bit more.
Definitely, yeah. And I think I just didn't like that one, and I think that clouded my judgment. But that, for me, I could have that with maybe fish or something like that
Yeah.
on a sunny day, barbecue.
Nice.
The question is, are we right?
Well, let's find out. So the first wine was, that you thought was
I thought the first one was the
Australian,
warmer.
Burra.
Australian,
Burra.
fruity and round. Well
Is that
done.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, you're right, right,
And the first one, the second one was?
Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
So we now know that we like a lighter, zestier kind of wine.
Yes.
You're looking at, if you're looking for a bottle, you know that's going to be cooler, then
Yes.
go for that.
Yeah. So this is why I love doing this kind of like test, because what it means is that you like that flavour family bright and fresh, okay? So now you know that, you can go into the wine arm and you can pick up a bottle and you can start to think about what you're looking at. on the label.
Adriatic breezes. There's clues here, isn't
Yeah.
there?
What
That's
if
it.
it said, so what if it was the other way around? So you've got the Australian one here and you've got the Italian one, and the Australian one said, this is cooled on the coast of Australia, blah, blah, blah. And this one said, this is in Italy during the most heat wave season of the thing. We'd actually probably want to go for the Australian one.
There is a good chance, yeah, and that's it, because the kind of general rule of thumb of like hot country,
I
warm
love that.
country.
They're going to put that on a bottle. Heat wave of the thing. Oh, I think I'm going to buy this. Heat wave of the thing.
What a summer.
Sorry, I couldn't let that flipping go. Say I'm in. No one, you're not say. That's never going to happen because that person would be sacked from the publicity people.
He knew what I meant.
I did. So that point that you made is a really good point,
Ha!
because the kind of general rule of thumb of like a hot country and a cool country, it works to a degree.
Yeah,
But then obviously you get cooler and warmer places. Like if you imagine, if you get the train from London to Glasgow, the climate, the feel is different. And
Exactly.
that happens within countries. So wines from the south of France are generally warmer and rounder and fruitier than wines from the north of France. So when you're looking at the wine labels of like a French wine or an Australian wine, if they're putting these little clues on there, you know, like breezes or coast or altitude, because these are all things that make it
Rolling hills. You've got rolling hills
There you
here,
go.
a breeze. Yeah, it's there. They're almost like nudging you towards you're going to like this, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just looking for clues, isn't it?
Yeah, so it means that you can pick up any wine, even if you don't know what it is, and particularly in the supermarkets, because the supermarkets, you know, they're quite good at putting descriptors on the back. So I think when you can pick up any wine in any of the supermarkets now and start to look at, will I like this wine? Even if you've never tried the grape before, you don't know what the variety is, you've never even tried a wine from that country, and you stand a good chance, you know, stacking the odds in your favour of finding a wine that's going to be, you know, to your style. So it's not a guarantee,
No.
But that is kind of the game when you get into wine.
And
yeah?
let's
You
be
have to try
honest,
it.
you know, we're all working. We've come out the office at 5. We go to the shop. We haven't got time to be like, you just want to go buzzword, 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 pop it in your basket and go. So is this kind of thing
That
going to...
is so much, sorry, Alan, but that is so much nicer than the Burra. It really is.
Well, it's not just any wine, it's M&S wine.
I love that.
It's great. I
Whoever
thought,
came
yeah, not as good as your eat wave in the thingy, my bob. Really? So your book that's coming out in October.
This is exciting.
Will it have... What's that? Why are you laughing? Is it a lie?
No, it's not a lie. It's not a lie, but I'm excited for it to come out because I'm excited to see what people have to say about it.
What's it called?
It's called The Wine Wally's Shelf Hacking Guide to Buying Better Bottles.
Oh.
And I have to say, nobody actually knows that it's coming out yet. So this is like the world exclusive of
my God.
the announcement.
Exclusive.
Yeah. So I've not actually told anybody yet, apart from obviously a few friends and family. I've not announced it on social media. I've not told anybody about it. So
And so in the book, there will be all hacks like this. There'll be stuff, what is it for like wine under a tenner? Is it in certain areas, certain price range? Tell me everything.
So basically, the idea of the book is I've written it not as a wine expert. And, you know, I shouldn't really have been writing the book in the first place, but I decided that,
Don't
you
put
know,
yourself down.
Let us do it.
you might bring out the next one.
Stop stealing our jobs. Sorry, go on.
No, it's all good. So basically, the idea of the book is like, I've spent the last 6 years infiltrating the wine industry, you know, reading books, getting invited to tastings, learning from the experts, picking their brains while we're walking around, you know, the tasting rooms and asking them questions, and eventually ended up in this position where somebody thought they would ask me to write a book, basically. So I decided that I would pull together the best bits of that I've learned and try and help make wine feel understandable for people that don't have any qualifications and are kind of looking to break down the wine out. So the whole premise of the book is that it's a fight with the wine out. So we do bottle battles exactly like this. Ooh. And the book for me does something that I feel like other wine books don't do, which is they teach the theory. So I will gather the theory up and say, this is the best bit that I learned, you know, to help you understand this. But now let's go and actually do something about it. Let's go and buy the wine and try it and score it.
This is what I was going to ask. Is it a book where you read it first, then you go out into the wild and buy the wine, or do you take the book with you into the wine aisle?
A bit of both. So it's broken down into like 4 sections. So it breaks down, I've called it the 4 Ps. And basically we break it down into like place, person, price, and play. And what we do is through the book, we look at the influences that make a wine taste how it tastes, why it costs what it costs, and how to kind of like explore wine, you know, when you're feeling a little bit more adventurous. But each section through the book, what we do is we do bottle battles where we go out and we buy the wine. So it's kind of like read and try and kind of like drink as you learn.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Liam, thank you so much. The Wine Wally, everyone.
If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow us on Spotify and Apple so you'll get a brand new episode dropped into your account every week. Woo-hoo!
And trust us, you want to be here for next week. We're very excited because we have a very special guest. He has his own wine. We are going to be joined.
Well, he doesn't just have his own wine, he has his own chat show.
And his own show, and his own books, and his own pretty much everything. Graham Norton will be here next week, so please do join us. And as always, please do drink responsibly. For more information, please do visit drinkaware.co.uk.
Bottoms Up with Alan Carr and Lee Peart is a Listen production.
Liam,
Cheers.
Alan, bottoms up.